Today we're going to be making spicy black-eyed pea hummus. This is really good. I like hummus. Normally I just like plain old like garlic flavored hummus, but this is really good. It has kind of a earthy, herbally black-eyed pea taste to it. And yeah, I'm going to show you how to make it. You are going to need some special equipment for this. You're either going to need a food processor, a blender, or an immersion blender because you want your hummus to be smooth. Although, I don't know, you might want your hummus to be kind of lumpy. That sounds kind of exciting to me. In which case, you know what, you do you. I think a food processor is going to work best. I did use my blender for this, and it was a little tricky because I tried to blend it too high, like at too high of a speed. I think it probably would have worked better with my immersion blender. So if you have either of those but not a food processor, I would use your immersion blender over a regular blender. And if you just have a blender, you're gonna have to make it work if you wanna make this, and that's fine. Let's make black-eyed pea hummus. Okay, so I am putting in 1 can of black-eyed peas into my blender. Those were rinsed and drained. 3 tablespoons of tahini. You wanna make sure that you mix it up because it has a lot of oil that like rises to the top, and you just wanna mix everything together really well. Then you're going to add 2 teaspoons of garlic ginger paste. My grocery store didn't have garlic ginger paste, so I just did 1 teaspoon of each. That worked out fine. I kind of wish I'd put in a little bit more garlic, but I'm a garlic person, so add as much or as little as you want. I added some lime juice. Now I'm adding some smoked paprika and some hot sauce. You could use any hot sauce you wanted. I'm using sriracha, and I feel like sriracha or a pepper, like a hot sauce similar to that would work best. I don't know that like a Texas Pete or a vinegar style hot sauce would work very well. I'm adding in some olive oil, and I'm going to add some salt and pepper. You want to use kind of good quality olive oil if you can get your hands on it, just because you're going to be eating the olive oil. It's not going to be cooked. So sometimes if you get really cheap olive oil, it doesn't have a good flavor by itself. So, but if not, you use what you have. It's going to be fine either way, I'm sure. Okay, so this took some trial and error with my blender, and I'm adding in a little bit more olive oil just to help it like emulsify a little bit better. It took me a while to figure out that I needed to go slower on my blender, like at a slower speed, because it just kept getting like an air pocket down there and like it wasn't blending anything. So it did take some time, but it worked. It's probably more user error than it is blender error, to be honest. And I'm just putting this in a little dish, and I put a little olive oil on top. And I like to eat my hummus with pretzels, but you could do vegetables, whatever you like to dip in your hummus normally. But that's it. If you want to see more recipes, be sure to check out Loaves and Dishes, and thanks for watching. Hello, and welcome back to my messy kitchen. It's always going to be messy in here. I can't get it clean. Even when I do clean, it still looks messy. So it is what it is. I'm sure your kitchen is messy too. And if it's not, you can tell me in the comments, and I'll be happy to hear about your very sparkly white clean kitchen.